At first, Lisa's connection with her new dog, Bella, seemed ordinary. But as time passed, Andrew noticed some unusual behavior that left him puzzled. One day, he observed Bella following Lisa everywhere, even into the bathroom. Curiosity got the better of him, and Andrew decided to investigate. When the bathroom door clicked shut, he opened the security app on his phone, hoping to get answers. What he found shocked him in a way that would change their marriage forever. Andrew had easily agreed when Lisa suggested getting a dog. With his long workdays at the office, he thought a pet would keep her company while she worked from home. The couple, both 29 and newly married, weren't ready for children yet, but their home in Atlanta, Georgia, felt a bit empty. A dog seemed the perfect solution. Lisa quickly bonded with Bella, a 1-year-old Australian Shepherd. The dog was smart and loyal, and they became inseparable almost instantly. Andrew was pleased to see Lisa so happy and relieved that she had companionship while he was away. It warmed his heart to see their connection. However, as time went on, Andrew noticed something odd. Lisa and Bella were never apart. Whether at home or out and about, Bella was always by her side. Andrew began to feel unsettled. Was he actually jealous of a dog? The thought seemed ridiculous, but he couldn't shake the feeling. It wasn't just the closeness. They were always together, even during private moments. Determined to get to the bottom of this strange behavior, he accessed the security app. What he saw through the camera would turn his world upside down, revealing something far more profound than he ever anticipated. Andrew, an accounting consultant, was a dedicated worker, determined to provide Lisa with the life she always dreamed of. He loved her deeply, and his favorite part of each day was coming home to her. Lisa adored Andrew just as much, always preparing dinner for him, and they cherished every moment they could spend together. Yet Andrew had no idea what Lisa did while he was still at work. After months of hard work, Andrew earned a promotion that transferred him to a consulting team with more staff, meaning fewer hours and more time at home. Excited to share the news with Lisa, he planned to surprise her by coming home earlier than usual. However, what he didn't realize was that disrupting her routine would lead to an unexpected discovery. Andrew quietly entered the house, hoping to catch Lisa off guard with his early arrival. He also hoped their dog, Bella, wouldn't spoil the surprise by running to greet him. But as he stepped inside, the house seemed eerily quiet, no sign of anyone. Confused, Andrew wondered where Lisa could be. Then he heard the sound of the shower running. He let out a breath, realizing she was simply in the bathroom. As Andrew approached the bathroom, he heard a voice. It was Lisa's, but the sound of the water made it difficult to understand what she was saying. Was she talking to someone? He crept closer to listen, but could only hear the rush of the shower. Andrew felt a pang of curiosity. Who could she be speaking to in there? He stood quietly until the water stopped. Then, with a hint of excitement, he called out, "Honey, I'm home." In response to Andrew's call, there was a sudden crash from the bathroom, followed by what sounded a faint whine. Concerned, he asked, "You all right?" "Yeah, I'll be there in a minute," Lisa called back, her voice sounding a bit shaky. When she finally emerged from the bathroom, Matt was right at her side as always. But Lisa looked unsettled, her face pale and her movements tense. Andrew couldn't help but wonder, had he really startled her that much by coming home early? "Why are you home so early?" she asked, her tone lacking the usual warmth. Andrew eagerly shared the news of his promotion, expecting her to be excited for him. However, her reaction was far from what he had anticipated. Instead of the enthusiasm he expected, Lisa offered only a faint, forced smile, leaving him feeling uneasy. Something wasn't right. Her distant demeanor, coupled with the strange noises from the bathroom, gnawed at his mind. He couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to this than she was letting on. His curiosity, now heightened, compelled him to ask, "Were you talking to someone in the bathroom?" For a moment, Lisa met his gaze, but quickly looked away. Her hesitation only deepened Andrew's suspicions. "No," she said softly. "I was just talking to Bella." She tried to offer a more convincing smile, but it came across as forced, as if she were hiding something. Andrew raised an eyebrow, not entirely convinced. To Bella, Lisa nodded, glancing down at the dog who was sitting obediently by her side. He keeps me company when I'm alone. You know how I get anxious sometimes. Andrew considered her response, though doubts still lingered in his mind. He trusted his wife, but something about this situation didn't sit well with him. There was an odd tension in the air, something unspoken that neither of them seemed willing to address directly. Bella, of course, couldn't explain anything, and Andrew knew pressing too hard would only upset Lisa further. Still, as the evening wore on, he couldn't help but replay the events in his head. The crash, the strange voice, the hurried way she answered his question. Was it really just Bella she was talking to, or was there something else going on that he wasn't seeing? Lisa tried her best to act normal throughout dinner, but Andrew noticed the way she kept avoiding his gaze. She made small talk, asking about his day and the promotion, but her voice lacked its usual energy. Andrew could feel the distance growing between them, and it bothered him. He wanted to believe her, to take her at her word, but his gut told him there was more to the story. Later that night, as he lay in bed beside Lisa, who had fallen into a restless sleep, Andrew stared at the ceiling, lost in thought. He couldn't shake the feeling that there was a secret she wasn't sharing, and he wasn't sure how to handle it. Concerned about Lisa's unease in their home, Andrew knew he had to take action. He wanted to ensure her safety, but his sincere efforts only led to more questions. As he tried to process her discomfort, he couldn't help but wonder why she hadn't shared her worries with him before. He found himself questioning what she thought Bella could do to protect her while she showered. If she truly wanted him to guard her, why did she insist on bringing the dog into the bathroom with her? The first few days of Andrew's new job passed slowly as he adjusted to his earlier schedule. He anticipated spending more quality time with Lisa, yet things didn't unfold as he hoped. Despite him being home, Lisa still took Bella into the bathroom, often speaking to the dog while showering. Andrew frequently overheard her voice, yet she insisted it was just Bella. Each time he heard her talking, doubt crept deeper into his mind, especially as Lisa seemed to grow more distant. As the days turned into weeks, Andrew noticed other changes in Lisa's behavior. She seemed increasingly preoccupied and anxious, forgetting simple tasks, paying bills, or buying groceries. This pattern continued, and each instance deepened Andrew's concern. He felt a sense of urgency to help her regain her sense of security. Deciding it was time to take action, Andrew began researching home security systems. He spent his evenings comparing various options, eager to find a solution that would alleviate Lisa's anxiety. The thought of installing cameras and alarm systems provided him with a sense of purpose. He hoped that with these measures in place, Lisa would feel safer and more at ease. Finally, he chose a comprehensive security package and scheduled the installation. As the technician worked, Andrew felt a flicker of hope that this might resolve the issues that had been weighing on their relationship. However, a nagging worry still lingered in the back of his mind. He wondered if the new security measures would truly bring peace to their home, or if deeper issues still remained that needed to be addressed between him and Lisa. He purchased a doorbell camera designed to record footage of anyone approaching and notify him if the front door was opened. Andrew hoped this precaution would help Lisa feel safer, allowing her to monitor any unwelcome visitors. However, instead of providing reassurance, it only heightened his concern and confusion. The very next day at work, Andrew received an alert on his phone indicating that the front door had been opened. Curiously, he checked the camera feed to see Lisa heading out with Bella on a leash. Relieved, he assumed she was simply taking the dog for a walk. Hours later, he received another notification announcing her return. Initially, he figured she must have been running errands. However, as the days passed and this pattern continued, unease began to creep in. Where could she possibly be going for so long during the middle of her workday? Unwilling to feel a fool any longer, Andrew decided it was time to confront Lisa that evening. He waited patiently until she emerged from the bathroom, Bella at her side as always. With a tone of frustration, he asked, "Who were you talking to in there?" Lisa sank warily onto their bed before responding, "Haven't we been over this? It's just Bella." Her tone grew increasingly irritated, which only intensified Andrew's suspicions. He realized that her defensiveness was more than just annoyance. It was a sign of her growing anger. Andrew's mind raced as he tried to connect the dots. Was Lisa truly hiding something from him, or was he overreacting? The tension between them hung heavy in the air, making it difficult to breathe. As he watched her, he couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to the situation than met the eye. What began as simple worries had spiraled into a maze of doubts and distrust, and Andrew knew he needed answers before this could escalate further. "Oh, so you're monitoring me now?" Lisa spat, her eyes flashing with anger. Andrew couldn't believe he was the one being yelled at when she was the one acting suspiciously. Hurt and frustrated, he stormed out of the bedroom, determined to uncover what she was hiding in the bathroom. But would his suspicions prove to be correct? That night, Andrew slept on the couch, leaving for work the next morning without saying a word to Lisa. As he sat through meetings, his mind wandered. By the time he was headed home, he had come up with a plan. He stopped by the security store and purchased a small surveillance camera that could easily be hidden. His intent was to place it in the bathroom to see and hear what Lisa was really up to. That night, after Lisa had gone to sleep, Andrew carefully set the camera up in the bathroom. He ensured it had a perfect view and could capture sound even with the water running. The next evening, he felt a mix of anxiety and anticipation as Lisa and Bella headed into the bathroom. The couple hadn't spoken since their argument, and the silence hung heavily in the air. As they disappeared behind the door, Andrew opened the surveillance app connected to the camera. His hand shook slightly as he held the small screen, bracing himself for the truth that could change everything. Initially, the live feed showed nothing out of the ordinary. Lisa placed her phone on the counter and stepped into the shower. Bella settled down nearby, but suddenly, the dog approached the shower and began to whine. Lisa's voice came through clearly, "Towel, Bella." To Andrew's surprise, the clever dog retrieved a towel and brought it to her. But then Andrew noticed something that made his heart race. Lisa sat on the floor next to the shower, and Bella grabbed something off the counter right where Lisa had placed her phone. Was she about to call someone? The tension in Andrew's chest heightened as he continued to watch, desperate to uncover the truth behind Lisa's secretive behavior. He was caught off guard when he recognized the item in Bella's mouth, an orange pill bottle. Andrew then heard his wife weakly say, "Good boy, Bella. Can you get my water?" The loyal dog obediently followed her command and lay down beside Lisa as she took a pill, her body tense. In that moment, Andrew recognized the anxiety he had previously attributed to her fears about safety. It became clear to him that she had been telling the truth, but it was a different kind of safety that Bella provided. As understanding dawned on him, Andrew realized his suspicions had been completely unfounded. Overwhelmed with guilt for suspecting infidelity, he felt a wave of concern for his wife replace his jealousy. Was she unwell? Was it serious? Why was she hiding this from him? Worried about her well-being, Andrew waited impatiently for Lisa to emerge from the bathroom. When she finally did, he jumped up to support his unsteady wife. He knew she would sense that he had figured something out. Lisa understood him better than anyone, but he still only grasped a fraction of the entire story. He carefully led her to the bed where they sat together, hand in hand, waiting for her to speak. "I have a chronic illness," she admitted, her voice barely above a whisper. "Bella is my service dog. He keeps me safe. That's why he's always with me." Andrew took a deep, shaky breath, realizing he had been jealous of an animal that was actively helping his wife. "It's called postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome," Lisa continued. "My heart rate goes crazy when I go from sitting or lying down to standing up, or if I stay standing for too long, I could faint. Bella can tell when my heart rate increases." She explained that her long outings were usually for doctor's appointments or for extra service dog training with Bella. Lisa had hidden her condition from Andrew because she didn't want him to worry while he worked so hard. Andrew's guilt and concern overshadowed any lingering anger. He promised Lisa that she was his priority and that he would always support her. He reduced his work hours and attended every doctor's appointment, researching her condition to recognize every sign and symptom. In the process, he formed a bond with Bella, united by their love for Lisa. Andrew was grateful that Bella was there when he couldn't be, and the dog always received extra treats when he came home.